Okay, so this is now my second time recording this video, and this video is about why you shouldn't be changing your workout routine. So it's pretty simple, but whenever you change your workout routine, what you're doing is you're searching for novelty, right? You're searching for novelty. You're basically doing everything except for the actual work, which is simply just lifting weights. Now, what I would recommend to you guys is basically you want to pick a workout routine that you genuinely enjoy doing, not the most optimal. I mean, if you really, really care about growing muscle the most optimally way, is that how you say it? I don't know. But if you really care about that, then sure, you can watch Jeff Nippard, look at the most optimal routine. But even Jeff Nippard says the most optimal routine is the one that you're going to stick to. Which routine are you going to stick to? Well, the one that you actually like the best. If you go up to the biggest guy in the gym, there's like a 35% chance that he's going to say his workout split is like the bro split, which is kind of like, oh, my camera fell. Hold up. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm trying not to get in a crash while recording this because I'm holding the microphone in one hand. Okay. What was I saying? Bro split. Yeah. So bro split is basically frowned upon very heavily in the lifting community, right? Um, and when I say lifting community, I'm talking about the science-based community because technically it's not optimal. You're supposed to be training uh, each muscle group 2 times a week. And if you guys don't know what the bro split is, it's basically where basically one day out of the week you'll train your chest, the other day out of the week you'll train your back, etc., etc. You basically are training each muscle group 1 time per week. Now, is this the most optimal? Well, obviously not. But if you really enjoy it, you're gonna make so much. You're gonna make so much more. You're gonna make a lot more gains than compared to if you were doing, for example, an optimal split that you didn't like. So, all this to say, stop changing your workout routine. Pick one that you genuinely like doing, and just stick to that. Stick to the same exercises. Um, because if you constantly keep changing your workout routine, the problem with that is that the main way to know if you're building muscle or not is if you are adding reps or weight to your exercises. Now, if you don't have the same exercises each workout, and let's say for 1 month you're doing this workout split, and then the next month you decide to try out a push pull leg split, next month you decide to try out upper lower. The problem with that is more than likely you are changing your exercises as well. And when you do that, it's hard to see if you're progressing in those workouts because you're just constantly changing them, right? So you need to stick to one workout, one exercise, one split for a year straight. And that's when you're going to see the most gains. As long as you're focusing on actually improving the weight and improving the amount of reps you're doing, that's really all that matters. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. And I also want to talk on the novelty aspect of changing your. Holy crap, bro. I'm actually so angry right now because my camera keeps dropping. But I wanted to talk about the novelty aspect of it. Let me change that angle. There we go. The novelty aspect of it, which is basically that you just keep searching for a new change. You don't want to do the boring, hard work that you have to do to grow muscle. And this is actually quite a big problem, and it's going to hinder a lot of your growth, to be honest. I'm speaking from personal experience, for me personally, from the age of 15 to like 18, I would constantly be changing my workout routine just because there's a new study that came out which had better exercises for me, and I kept changing it, and I wasn't progressing, but I was having fun because it was all novelty. I'm doing all these new exercises and stuff. But the very boring truth, to be honest, about gaining muscle is that you just have to stick to the same workout routine. Do it day after day after day. Don't change it. Every now and then, I guess, if you want to substitute out an exercise, like for example, for me, what I do on my chest day is I do a lot of incline pressing. So I used to do the dumbbell incline bench press, and I actually recently swapped that out for the Smith machine incline bench press, just because I like the way it feels a lot better. And for me personally, loading up the dumbbells is a lot of extra work. So you could do things like that, swap out similar exercises, and that's completely fine every once in a while. But switching up your whole entire routine, switching up the types of exercises that you're doing regularly is honestly such a bad idea if you want to gain muscle. And you need to learn how to focus. And I know I keep saying this, but you need to learn how to focus on basically doing the very boring stuff that you don't want to do, and basically try to cut. This is kind of controversial, but I would say do your best to cut novelty out of working out. Just do the same things. Sure, it'll be boring. Sure, every now and then you can switch up some exercises, but if you do it too often, you're really hindering the amount of gains that you can be making. And that's basically the whole point of the video, which is that a lot of people think that the most optimal way to work out is to pick the most optimal exercises, etc. But the problem with that is that there's always going to be new studies about this exercise being the new optimal one, and you're going to be constantly changing your workout routine. And guess what? Do you think it's optimal to be constantly changing your workout routine based off of everything that I've said? Well, if your IQ is above 56, then the answer is going to be no, right? I mean, if you're constantly changing your workout routine and you're constantly changing your exercises and you don't really know the amount of weight you're supposed to do, and maybe one day you do 10 reps and the next day you do 11 reps, and then you change to a different exercise and then you do a different amount of reps, it's just very complicated, and obviously that is not optimal at all. So quick action step, guys. Pick a routine that you genuinely like doing. Not not the one that is the most optimal or anything like that. Pick a workout routine that you genuinely enjoy doing. Stick with that. And inside of those workout routines, pick the exercises that you like the most. Stick with those exercises. Don't change it. And that's it. Every now and then you can swap out an exercise for one that you might like doing better or something like that. But yeah, that is your action step, guys. Go ahead and do that. This is honestly such a big tip that I wish I knew when I was younger. That's basically why I'm making this video, just to like inform you guys. And yeah, guys, that's basically the whole video. It was pretty short, but I just wanted to let you guys know why this is such an important topic and why you shouldn't be constantly changing your workout routine. But yeah, guys, if you have any other video ideas, let me know in the comments. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.